Dear Bola Tinubu, I'm sure that your people would have given you feedback of how they have been able to try to push the narratives that we must respect the dead body of Muhammadu Buhari. I'm sure they've given you feedback of how the Nigerian people have rejected, total rejection, capital rejected meta. And we have told them that we are not accepting that particular narrative, that every single person that will be honored in death must have benefited, must have lived a life that is worthy to be honored. You cannot live a very wayward life, very unorderly life, very catastrophic, terrific, terrible life, and you expect us to forget all of those atrocities and lie. It is my father's generation and maybe generation of those of you that are coming to send advices. I've seen a lot of advice, and some of them I look at you and I look at you as cowards because you don't even have a right. It is for the first time this is generation that is challenging the government at power. You guys failed, you couldn't. So all of you in your 50s and 60s that are sending emotional words all around, throwing tantrums and trying to make it under. And then of course there are some very unfortunate young lads who think that they have sense and they are trying to, for a man that cared less about me, cared less about my generation, cared less about my brothers and sisters, cared less about my future. All of the, it's unfortunate that even the people that have told us that they meant a dead economy, at least we can remind you of many other things. Is it not now we just said now that Naira cards working abroad have started? You cannot use all of you are doing what a failure like Buhari did, and you're expecting me to worship him in death. Tinubu, this message for you. I'm not talking to Buhari anyway. You see this thing, they have told you, we don't accept that anymore. If you think that you can sell all of this narrative so that we will now begin to keep a space for you to honor you, is a lie. Whenever God decides to call you, whenever you are done, He will judge you by your acts, irrespective, no matter how many persons that are on your side. Thank God, I can tell you for a fact, no matter what, I can tell you for a fact today, this is on record, this is a fact that can be proven, that there are more Nigerians who are now more aware and conscious of their rights as citizens than they have ever been in this country before. There are now more Nigerians, and I'm happy that even if there are dissenting voices, go everywhere on the street and on social media, in the roads, in the homes, in the farms, there are now more Nigerians who are aware of their rights and who are conscious about their well-being than anywhere else. So we'll remind you. So even if there are circle fans that are hailing you, you will hear our voices from afar, because we will not allow us come to your table. You will hear our voices from afar that you are a failure. You have two chances, and this is my candid advice to you. You have less than 2 years, about a year and 6 months, to undo all of the things you have done and done wrongly. You have 2 years. If you return us to the era of Buhari, at least, we'll forgive you and let you go. Then subject whatever it is to a more forensic analysis, and then maybe we'll go to a conference to decide whether we'll forgive you when finally you are being called by your maker, because we will definitely have a chance to talk. We will have chances. We will not have chance now to be by Buhari graveside, but all of us are going to also give our own tribute. And of course, you cannot determine the narrative. You cannot determine what our tribute. Our script has been written, and it wasn't just written yesterday. It's been written long ago, with the kind of atrocities the clueless man brought while he was. And I said that in my write-up here. I said the whole lot. I don't want to go back to all of those issues. Buhari had a chance not to have contested the 2019 election when he saw that he had no plans, he had no capacity, he had no competence, but yet he rigged himself into power in 2019 just so that he can have another 4 years stint, and it went on to becoming more disastrous than ever before. And then Nigerians' lives were lost. It is on record that over 60,000 Nigerians from across the country lost their lives in the process of 8 years that man was in power. Businesses were collapsed. This is not to even remember the many lies, the deception, the refineries, the Air Nigeria, the rice pyramid. What else? Tinubu, listen to me, I'm talking to you. Use this as a lesson. Don't deceive yourself. Don't allow your brothers and sisters around you to tell you that all is not well. It is either you fix the things you have, undo the things you have done now, or step aside from 2077 election. Don't contest. The only way now you can enter into the books and be respected, and not to for any reason stand a chance, because what we are going to give to you will be more, because you have even said it is even worse, because you said you brought Buhari in your analysis of how the Jonathan's government was toppled and you took over in that particular era. You said you brought Buhari. You are the master strategist. You are the Jagaban. Yes. So as the father of the current failing nation, the man, the architect of our misfortune, the driver, the political instructor of this vehicle that is heading to doom, you will be worse treated. You will get more than we gave to Buhari. You have a chance to undo all of the things you have done, or step aside and rest. I don't even care to know who you decide to bring, but the first way to forgiving you is that if you step aside with 2027 election, they will have a deal. The first step to achieving healing for Nigerians, and not waiting for your own damnation like it is for Buhari, whoever. And I hear people say that Buhari has a family. Does Buhari family, do they care about me? Have they ever cared about me and my family? Why should I bother about them? Thank God I have not cursed his wife, because Buhari's wife wasn't elected. Neither his sons and children, neither his daughter. I don't care about them. I care about the man that brought himself out and said he wants to rule this country. And even when he knew he did not have the capacity, he still forced himself or not, he has a chance. See, that time has passed. So that time has passed. My father used to say, oh, it is almost a very common knowledge in the Benin. Our fathers continue to lelaha. Let me interpret anyway or translate. It is here this man was killed. Is far better than it is here this man ran into the bush or ran away. Because all of the running away that our fathers did has not given us anything. We are not ready. You will sacrifice as much as you have to sacrifice. But we have vowed that we will sacrifice this for our children. This pains, this shout, these veins, this running around, this deprivation of my own self-worth and self-value for this country, my children will not have to go through it. That's a vow I've given to myself. I will use everything within my means to ensure that my children will be proud of where they come from. So the sacrifice I have to put in, my father did this bit. And at some point, they resorted to facing their lives and trying to take care of their families. But I've asked myself, how much can you do? How much? No matter how much you are diligent in your own, this country will still come and spoil things. So we have to fix the country. We have to go and fix the source. We have to go back to the taproot and ensure that we fix it. That's where it is. There's no reason trying to cry over the fruit. We can cut the tree and replant another one so that we can have good fruit. That is the plan. So all of this nonsense has stopped. Tinubu, the message is clear. Don't deceive yourself. Don't allow psychophants to deceive you. Don't allow them to manipulate you. We are firm on this subject. Buhari lived a fake life, and because of that, whatever money you have declared for him from presidency, it is on you. It is not on us. We are not money. We are not money, Buhari. And if you want Nigerians to honor you, because the days you have left on earth is much more, it's less, than the days you have lived. You have a chance. Your family can mourn you. The people that benefited from you can mourn you whenever it happens. But for those of us, if you want Nigerians to hold you, put in our heart, 2027 is here. Step aside or fix the nonsense you have caused.